So I got a tattoo. Can't even see. I'll show you it later. All this is because I wanted a tattoo, first of all. Second of all, it is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, and a lot of people use the monarch butterfly, at least what I've seen, the color orange, and I figure that's American traditional, since that's what it is, the style it is perfect, because I'm not a very girly girl person, so it's not as girly as other styles of tattoo or other styles of butterflies that I've seen. It's timeless. It's a very traditional, straightforward, and it'll wear well. Why my shoulder? Just cause it just came to me in a dream. No, it just felt, when I think of what tattoo idea I want, it usually comes with a position or a spot, and my shoulder was the one that I wanted. I was like, it was a walk-in, it was like some, but I did research. I did research on Yelp, totally professional, I know. But this one had really good ratings. It said that they were professional, reasonably priced, and they were. And they walked in, got it less than 2 hours, I would say, in total. It was a girl tattoo artist. Her name was Lindsay. She was nice, quiet, but then again, so am I. I don't really want to chit-chat, especially when I'm in pain. I just kind of shut up. So I don't need someone who's all chatty. And usually Jay's the chatty person, but right now he's like caffeine deprived.
So I have a headache.
And he has a headache. But yeah, I was more nervous about actually interacting with people. Like that, I wasn't nervous about the pain, because you know it's gonna hurt, you know it's gonna be stinging. Everness of a tattoo, I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about walking into a shop and talking to people I don't know. I was literally freaking out. I made Jay call to see if they took walk-ins, and then I was like, Jay, maybe we should make an appointment, maybe we should do this. He's like, no, you should just go. And I was just like, but no. Then he's like, fine, walk. And I was like, no. It was just,
fine, walk. I didn't tell you to walk.
No, fine. You said walk in, and I said fine, but then it was just this internal struggle, all because people knew people, and it ended up being fine. It was like the easiest thing. Oh, you want a tattoo? What do you want? Okay, let me go get said person.
And she's acting like she's never gotten one before, and she has.
I
like,
know. And then I was like worried about my dad, even though I don't live with parents. I work, my money, my body. I don't know. It's just that fear of disappointing. I don't know. I don't even know what the heck the fear is. I can do and say whatever I want, but the thought of doing so, I don't know. I don't make any sense is the whole point of this exercise. But it's here now, and I don't want to hear it. I think the problem is I don't want to hear what they have to say until it's too late. Like, you can't argue with it now. Like, it's on my body. What the heck are you going to do unless you're going to skin me? So, yep, that's what happened. See, I don't like orange, so I like the fact that she used the green to offset it, because I didn't want it to look like a pumpkin. I just have this thing with orange. So, of course, I got the disease that had symbolism with orange, but I'm coming to terms with it. It's beautiful. I love the olive green. I like it. And in the midst of the pain, and as I was trying to, like, you know, be one with the experience, just kidding, I was just trying to freaking get this out of my head. I thought of a name. You want to know the name that came to me? Louise, like from Bob's Burgers.
Of a butterfly? Yeah,
because I just have an image of it just whispering little naughty things into my ear. These are the things that I think of. Okay, I named my MS Felix. I named this tattoo Louise, and I have plans to eventually do a dragon tattoo, but I already have a name for it. It hasn't even been drawn up, anything, but its name is going to be Jinx. So I'm going to name that. That's just how it is. I'm a namey type of person. I think what sucked about this one more than the other ones was it was so close to my ear and my head. And that was kind of freaky, because you just hear the zzz. All the other ones are like on my leg, so it feels more removed, more far away. And it just felt like, I don't know, obviously you can't move, so it just felt like I was like in a little straight jacket with like little twitchy arms. The bed was actually really comfortable, the little tattoo bed. It was super comfortable. I feel like if it was like on my leg or anywhere but right by my ear, I could potentially fall asleep, because it was just like, oh, comfy pillow. It's a cul-de-sac. He's trying to like cheat the system. He does this periodically where he's just like, I'm gonna get away from the traffic. I'm just gonna move through it. And we end up getting more lost and spending more time. We are in a shipping yard.
God damn
of
it.
Daniel's Home Furniture Center. Hi, oh look, we should totally steal that recliner.
Nope.
Yeah, we're here. We found our way here. We might as well take it. As I was saying, but you know, they covered the pillow, of course, hygienic, with like this white paper towel substance, and I'm wearing makeup, so like when I lifted my face, you just see an like orangey impression of my face and like a little bit of my eyeliner and mascara, because like a boob, I didn't use waterproof, so I guess my eyes are kind of tearing as it was like pressed up. I was like, it must have looked like a sleeping baby. That's exactly how I looked. Just imagine me on a table with my face like that. And that was the experience. And it was awesome. So yeah, that's basically what I can remember right now. That's one of the worst parts for me, is not being able to move. It's like being slightly claustrophobic without being claustrophobic, because you're not technically confined, but you are. Because you have the option of moving, but you'll totally fuck up your permanent art piece, so you better not move. So, choices. So, it is about, I think, almost a month since I filmed / received my butterfly tattoo, and I was editing it to finally post it, and I realized there's no real ending, there's no real conclusion. I just kind of tapered off. So I feel like now that its time has passed, you can see what it has looked like now that it is healed, what my thoughts are, a little bit more coherent, like meaning-wise and just pain-wise and summation. So the tattoo shop that I went to, let's start with that, is Donovan's Autumn Moon in Anaheim, and the tattooist who I saw was named Lindsay, if you're interested, and she specializes in American traditional. So I looked up and I knew that that's what the shop was for. I heard great things about her, and I was also interested in having a female tattoo artist, since I never had a female tattoo artist before. Yeah, I was interested, you know, that's just, I want that, especially since like I had to like move my arm, like my bra and stuff a little bit. It just made me feel more comfortable. I know male tattoo artists are professionals, but just for my own comfort level. So yeah, that's why I chose her, and I just like the style. It healed amazingly. It took about, I would say 2 weeks to heal, though I would say 3 or 4 weeks to completely, like, it's done. There's no ounce of raised-ness, there's no anything to it. It's like completely integrated into my flesh now. It was a bit itchy, nothing unbearable. It was really simple. The only thing that kind of was a bother was the fact that I had a bra strap, but I knew that going in. I love the placement. I love that if tank top or something, I could just look over my shoulder and it's just right there. It's really awesome. It's everything that I wanted. I wanted something that wasn't uber girly, and it just fit what I wanted in my head. Pain wise, I would give it out of 10. I would give it a 6. Just because of the color. Like it was like 45 minutes. It's the longest I've ever sat, so it was a little bit more uncomfortable than all my other ones, but it was still bearable. Obviously I made it through, but it was definitely not fun. It was not like, oh my gosh, yay, but it was a decent amount of pain. It was actually more painful than my foot. I got my foot tattooed now twice. I could do a different video about that, but it was more painful than that. I would rather have my foot tattooed than have my shoulder tattooed again. But I probably will get my shoulder tattooed again, if that makes any sense. So real quick, I kind of mentioned the meaning. I mentioned multiple sclerosis. I mentioned that it was multiple sclerosis month when I got it, which was in, whoa, someone's moving some stuff. It was March when I got it. By the time you see this, is probably gonna be April or May. So just realize that. Multiple sclerosis is something that is new and recent, and it's something that isn't exactly fun, so you would think, why would you want that on your body to remember that? Just because it is something that I have to remember. It is an aspect of my life that I always have to keep in the back of my head. I have to consciously know that, yes, I am capable, I am not relapsing, and I am fortunate that I am not constantly feeling symptoms. But if I do stress myself out, if I overwork myself, if I don't have this illness in mind, I can easily, you know, wake up and not be able to walk or whatever it is my body decides to do at that moment. So it's kind of a reminder, and it's also just something beautiful and amazing that is, it's something beautiful out of a crappy situation. And that's kind of why I wanted it there. It's kind of like my acceptance, like this is how it is now. This is my life. This is my existence, and it's always going to be a part of me, and at least I have this beautiful reminder of it. It's like my coming to terms piece. I have multiple sclerosis. It's here. It's a part of me. It's not always at the forefront of my mind. It's not going to be at the front of my body, so I don't have to look at it every single day, but it is there just at the corner of my eye, just to have a little bit of a reminder. So there is like some symbolism behind it, if you're wondering. And I think in the video I mentioned how I wasn't a fan of orange. But actually, funny thing is, since I got this tattoo, it has like that orangey red color, and it has that olive. And since then, I started noticing that I like those colors a little bit more. Olive was always an okay color. I never hated it, but it wasn't something that I actively liked. But now I have like at least 3 articles of clothing. I just have loved it more. I've appreciated it, and I'm starting to appreciate orange as well, which is completely new to me because I absolutely despised it before. And I think it's just part of my body now. I have to learn to love it. I have to accept it. Orange has its place in the world. Yeah, that's a good thing too. Yeah, that's basically my tattoo. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below, and I will get back to them as soon as possible. Bye.